Hello, hello, hello. I just came because I want to get another update on the ice cream trucks. Like, apparently, like I said before, on the last time that I spoke about the ice cream trucks, I want to say I spoke about that maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, on about the ice cream truck, and I said that I was going to come back with some more updates on um, about the ice cream trucks. Apparently, like I said, it was gonna be a monkey see, monkey do theme because now it has made its way. The creepy ice cream truck had made its way to Orlando. So now apparently now they got some copycatters are in Orlando. But the update that I had gotten in Virginia about the ice cream trucks that they are finding out more and more creepier things are have been going on pertaining to the ice cream trucks, about the ice cream trucks. So apparently, it's getting creepy because it's getting out of hand. I even also saw in Virginia where somebody was recording two guys getting up out of a ice cream truck and putting something in the back seat, in the back trunk of their vehicle, and leaving. Now is another situation that I have seen because I've been keeping up with the Virginia ice cream truck, and what I've been seeing in Virginia where ice cream truck guy comes, a girl walks up to an ice cream truck and she proceeded to go to the ice cream truck, which I just couldn't believe it because, like, what all the craziest things and the creepiest things the strange things that's going on in this of people in the world. Why would she walk up to the ice cream truck? But anyway, so she gets the ice cream and she proceeds to buy it. The guy turns around and tells her that in order for her to get the ice cream, she has to get in the truck. So she was just like, "No, you supposed to hand me my ice cream." He was like, "No, you're gonna have to get in the truck." So my thing is that's very creepy and weird to me. First of all, why are anybody walking up to these ice cream trucks at night, during early in the morning, like at nighttime like this? So you tell this girl, this young girl, you could tell she was young. So he tells this young girl that before he give her the ice cream, he gets ready to hand her ice cream. He tells her that she has to get in the truck. In order to get the ice cream, you have to get in the truck. Hello, Kevin. He said, "Yo, the camera is off." Yes, I cut it off. I cut the camera off. I just decided today I really didn't want to, be in front of the camera. So if it's all right with you, if I was to talk with the camera off. But yes, she proceeded to purchase the ice cream, and she purchased the ice cream. The guy turns around. This is in Virginia. She turns around to proceed to tell the guy. The guy proceeded to tell her that in order for her to get the ice cream, she has to get into the ice cream truck. Now, my thing was, she said to him, she said, "Well, you supposed to hand me my ice cream. Why would I need to get in the truck?" Exactly. So I don't know if, hi Jerry. So I'm not for sure, and I don't know for sure, and I'm praying to God, hopefully, that she did not get into the ice cream truck, because I'm going to tell you something, right then and there's a red flag that these ice cream trucks are traveling around in Virginia at 8:30, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock at night. They didn't even stretch it out to 2 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Kids are already coming up missing, allegedly, from what they're saying, since these ice cream trucks been traveling around. And then not only that, it has made its way, yeah, Jerry. Oh no, yeah, that's right, Jerry. Also then turned around and made its way to Orlando. So like I said before, on the last time that I was speaking and talking on the ice cream trucks, I was saying eventually they was going to start having some copycatters. So now apparently they got ice cream trucks now, or an ice cream truck now, that is around in Orlando, going around in these ice cream trucks. And she said they need a curfew for these ice cream trucks. Exactly, Jerry. I totally agree with you on that. It's very creepy. It's very scary. And and they got these bright lights as they traveling through these neighborhoods. They have these bright lights. They got ice cream trucks. The music is playing late at night. Knowing children have to be to bed and sleep in the morning to get up for school. And these ice cream trucks still proceeding to ride through the neighborhoods and proceeds to just seems like they really are trying to lure children in. And I'm just praying to God that nobody kids, and I pray to God that parents are getting up out of their beds, getting up, checking their doors, making sure their doors locked, checking their children's room, making sure that these kids are not getting up and running out to these ice cream trucks while the parents are in the bed sleeping. I'm really praying to God because they know what they're doing. They having the ice cream truck with these lights. She said no ice cream trucks after dark. That's right. And last time I checked, and I know ice cream trucks always start to come out between 10:30, 11 and 12, or maybe 1 o'clock in the daytime. But I never known them to be like that at night. She said I would follow the trucks at night. Exactly. You know what, Jerry? Exactly. I agree with you on that. They did have two girls that did follow one ice cream truck. Come to find out, he was a African black male, or a black male, maybe, perhaps I would say, because I don't want to sound like I'm racial or anything like that. And I know you have to be careful how you present things, how you say things on these apps. So I'm just trying to be very careful about the things, the way I reword things. She said, hi, she said, I love K-pop. Hello, I love K-pop. Hey, how you doing? But like I was saying, they riding around in these neighborhoods, and I'm praying to God that the parents are getting up at night and checking these children's rooms and making sure that these kids are not getting up and running out to these ice cream trucks, because they know what they're doing. They know kids like candy. They know kids like ice cream. They know kids like soda. They know kids like cookies. So, pretty much on the ice cream truck, they know like pickles and pig feet and different things like that. So I'm praying to God that parents are getting up in Virginia and they're going and checking their children's room and making sure that their kids are not getting up and going out here to these ice cream trucks, because they know kids will get up and they look out the window, and some kids will get curious. And I really pray to God that parents are teaching their children. Jerry say, why don't the police do undercover? Exactly, Jerry. Exactly. I was saying the same thing. Face not showing from India. No, I decided today that I didn't want to get on the camera. So if it's all right with you, I just decided to be off the camera. But while you're here, those that are watching my live, please push the like button, share the live, and then not only that, subscribe to your girl channel. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't cost a thing. It's free. But yeah, but like I was saying, is if I was just like, they know what they're doing. This is really attracting children, parents, and they hoping that these kids get up and look out the window. And they hoping that these kids, which is all it takes is for a minute for children to go look at something that attracts them, and they get up and they go towards the light and towards the truck. So, allegedly they saying that a lot of these kids are coming up missing since these ice cream trucks been traveling around in Virginia. I really feel as if, like Jerry said, and I had said that before, Jerry, that they need to get out there and they need to investigate and go undercover with the ice cream trucks and find out what's going on and why are they feeling so freely to be riding around in Virginia the way that they're riding around. It's creepy. It's giving unsafe. And I would really hate to get up and have an Amber Alert at night or in the morning stating that somebody's child has been abducted or came up missing because of these ice cream trucks that's going around. She say, go to town hall and bring these issues up. I totally agree. I totally agree. I don't live in Virginia, but I totally agree that they do need to do something. Or is it a way that maybe I can try to call and find out and see what's going on? Because it really bothers me. ANC Evans say they are now age, they are new age KK. Yes. So it's just like, it's just a very, very like creepy, scary thing. And our kids should feel safe at all times, and it's our job as parents to do what we can to make sure that our kids are kept safe is these ice cream trucks are traveling around in the neighborhood. I just feel like, to me, first thing first, the police should have got a hand on it and stopped it from the beginning when it first started. Trans when it started, just when it first started, they should have just stopped these ice cream trucks. But now it's getting too far to hand because they're riding around in neighborhoods. Not only they riding around neighborhoods, they got the destiny to stop in front of people's not on the sidewalk, but out on the curve, and with the ice cream trucks running. And then at 2:30 a.m., 2 a.m., what ice cream trucks that be out that time of the night? I have never known that. I have never known, Jerry say, have any kids came up missing. Oh, from what they're saying, allegedly, that since Jerry, that these ice cream trucks been traveling around, they saying that allegedly that children have been coming up missing. Kids that already they had been missing for a while, but they're saying that it has been gotten more aggressive now, that a lot of children have been coming up missing allegedly since these ice cream trucks been riding and traveling throughout the neighborhood. So I really feel like, to me, the police need to start taking this serious. I have heard there's some parents have went to the police and have called the police and have been complaining about these ice cream trucks riding around in the neighborhood. They say allegedly that the police have not went out and done anything about it. But it's for me, I feel it's me, they need to go and approach these trucks. They need to go not only just approach these trucks, they need to go find out who these people are, why they riding around in the neighborhood like this. They need to stop them from riding around the neighborhood. And not only that, they need to go inside and investigate these ice cream trucks. Make sure that nobody kids are sitting in these ice cream trucks or in nobody's ice cream freezer. Because you just never know. Because it's just not only trucks, they doing it in vans also too. So that's another thing too that really, really is making me mad and it's upsetting me. She said the community needs to get more aggressive and don't wait for their children to come up missing. Exactly, Jerry, and I totally agree with you on that because it's just like, to me, it's like, why is it that it's always got to take something to happen before the law enforcement step in to do something? I feel like, to me, they need to do something right then and there before somebody else's child come up missing or being abducted, because there's too many children in this world is coming up missing because you have creeps out there. You have people that are sick, twisted, and ain't right in the head, and they just taking people's children, and it's not right, and it's really making me mad. She said, I think the parents needs to go to the trucks with their kids. Absolutely. Absolutely. Even during the daytime and at nighttime. But I'm praying to God that, Jerry, that these people are not taking their kids to these ice cream trucks at night. I feel as if, to me, police need to be called. Police need to go out there and investigate these ice cream trucks and find out and see what's going on. Because it's like more and more every day, to me, it seems like to me that, people, I'm not going to say the world because God had created the heaven and the earth. But I'm going to say some people in the world, minds are just not right. They are twisted in the head. And ANTC Evans say, how about checking their property or shelves, spy cams, and does anything it not the hard to survey anyone. Exactly. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Definitely, I feel as if they need to go investigate and find out where they live also too. Because this is getting out of hand. This is very creepy. Then now all of a sudden you got creepos riding around in Orlando now. Or somebody starting a copycat, starting to ride around in Orlando now. Doing the same thing that they seeing us going to Virginia. Like I said, all it takes is one town or one city to see something going on, and then after a while, here you go with the creepos doing the same thing. So, so far so good. I haven't heard anything, or any allegedly any kids or anybody coming up abducted, in Orlando, you know, I haven't heard anything. And I'm not saying that no child never came up missing, but as further anything with the ice cream truck, I haven't heard anything allegedly about anybody kids coming up missing. But in Virginia, I have been hearing a lot about the children coming up missing. They have even been showing pictures of children that have been coming up missing, and they saying allegedly because of these ice cream trucks that's been riding around the neighborhood, this is the reason why the children have been coming up missing, because of these ice cream trucks. So I really feel as if really need to be something done about it. It need to be they need to enforce it. They need to get to the bottom of it. And it's not cool. It's not okay for them to be out at 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night riding around in the ice cream truck, especially at 10 a.m. and 2:30 a.m. in the morning. She said if an ice cream truck is out that late, it's already suspicious. That's right, Jerry. It is. It's already suspicious. It's a red flag to its core. It's a red flag to its findings. So if nobody can see past that, then something is wrong. And law enforcement need to take this seriously. They need to go out there and find out and see what is going on in Virginia. Why are these trucks out here riding around in these neighborhoods like this? And I mean, and it's sad because there are children that love ice cream. They know that. They know that, and I pray to God that our parents are teaching their kids about stranger danger. But I'm quite sure some parents have taught their kids, and maybe some kids haven't been taught that. But the parents need to talk to their children in Virginia and tell them that, look, if you see this ice cream truck or you see these ice cream trucks and we're in our bed, please do not get up and go out, sneak out the window or sneak out the door to go towards these ice cream trucks. Yeah, I mean, really, parents really need to enforce that. And also, parents just need to get up and go and walk around and search their home, search their house, make sure their doors and their windows are locked, making sure that the kids are in the room, making sure that these kids are not getting up and going outside towards these ice cream trucks, because it's getting out of hand. It is sad because our children are not even safe anymore, and we as parents have to do what we can or whatever we can to get together, even if the neighborhood got to get together and find out what's going on. Because one thing about it, everybody get together in a neighborhood, or the whole neighborhood, especially those neighborhood watch neighborhoods, and not even just especially the let me rephrase that, not even just especially the neighborhood watch neighborhoods, but any neighborhood. They should get together as a group and go towards these ice cream trucks and find out what's going on. Because I guarantee you, they can't take on everybody. I doubt if they would be crazy enough. Lord, if I'm wrong for saying crazy, I doubt that they would be insane enough to try to I don't know, the world we living in. I'm not gonna say the world. Some of the people in the world, I have to rephrase that. Some of the people in the world are not right in the head. Something is really wrong with some of these people. But then when somebody so why is it that somebody got to make sure they're carrying a pew pew on you? You got to make sure you keep some kind of protection on you at all times. The days that we live in, we have to stay prayed up and make sure we keep some kind of protection on this, keep a pew pew on us, or whatever we feel like we have to do to make sure we protect our babies at all times. She said, I have never seen an ice cream truck out after dark in my life. Times are changing. Yes, they are changing a whole lot, Jerry. A whole lot. And I put emphasis on it because it's crazy. It is getting out of hand. It's wild and it's out of control. And it's like, to me, why do law enforcement always have to wait until something happens in order for them to take initiative to go do something about it? They don't need to wait until something happens. They need to act on it now. Do something about it now. Protect these babies at all times. And then for one of the ice cream trucks to tell one of the young ladies that when he proceeded to give her hand her the ice cream, he's going to tell her she has to get in the truck to get the ice cream. Excuse me? Like hell I would. Like hell I won't. But then you'll think it was wrong if somebody pulled a pew pew on you because you asking for that. And I pray to God that young lady didn't get in the ice cream truck because it's not that serious. I would have called the police so quick and fast before he could have said I, it, Blake, or I, anything. Police would have already been called from the moment I seen the ice cream truck running around throughout the neighborhood in Virginia anyway. It's getting out of hand. It's getting too far. It's getting out of control. And it just don't make no sense to me. Like, why is this happening? Why is this going on? This shouldn't even be going on. And every day these creeps get more and more clever and find out more and more ways on how to do something, how to do things. Honestly, I feel as if to me, these police officers need to get to the point that they start just being everywhere. Out there on especially back there, out there in the back roads back there. You know what I'm saying, the back roads. You know, because it's just so much going on now. And it's just so sad because we have to keep our eyes on our babies and our children at all times, at all costs, because some of the people in the world are so cruel and so evil. Children did not ask to come in this world and for our babies to have to worry about creeps like this riding around through the neighborhood trying to, I ain't going to say selling ice cream because it ain't selling no ice cream. They try to lure our children in, and it's all kind of cruel, wicked things that are going on in this world. And I just pray each and every day for these children all over the world, all over the globe, and especially in Virginia, because it's just like it's getting out of hand. Because it's just like it's several of them out riding around at 8:30, 9, and 10 o'clock p.m. at night. And then now it's 2 a.m. and 10 a.m. 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Come on now. You definitely know you ain't selling no ice cream. They're hoping that they can lure somebody's child in. They're hoping that they can lure these kids in because they figure that okay, these kids love lights. They're attracted to the lights. They're attracted to the ice cream music. And then you can hear the ice cream trucks. You could be in your house and you can hear them. A mile away, you can hear them when they're coming. So I'm not understanding it. Like, what is really going on? So you know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to know. Like it just don't make sense to me. Or I just don't understand it. So that's what I want to know. Like, why are these trucks in Virginia riding around like this in this neighborhood? And it angers me. I'm upset about it. I'm pissed off, and I'm not gonna say that I'm not upset about it. I'm not gonna say that I'm not angry. Because it's so sad that these children can't even go outside and play. And please, parents, make sure you go with your children at all times, but even when they're outside playing. Don't send your kids outside alone. Be outside with your children when they're outside playing. Even when you at these football games, basketball games, drum, whatever you're doing, whether you're taking them to Chuck E. Cheese, wherever you're taking your children, make sure that you are with your kids at all times. You cannot trust some of these people in the world because not everybody is bad. Not everybody is evil, just some of them are. And it's just so sad that you have to keep your eyes on your children. So guard your children with your life. Guard your children like your life depend on it. Times are not like how they were back then, you know. And even back then, parents kept an eye on their kids. You even had their neighbors even looking out for, your children. But now these days, it's getting so bad and so out of hand that somebody, and then they get so bold that they even starting to walk up to the children. Because I was just looking at something on the TT where this guy, the daddy was on the go-kart with the son, with the daughter, and the man proceeds to go and grab the the daughter and try to abduct her. And the father, to me, the father should have moved quick enough because from the first beginning, when I see him walking up towards the go-kart, I would have already been standing up, ready to do what I had to do to protect mine. Because I've been pleading the blood of Jesus and put some whooping on him at the same time. And then would have had to turn around and put a pew pew on them at the same time too. Because it's getting out of hand. It's going too far. It's getting out of control the way that they're are preying on preying on the kids and preying on our children. It's so sad. It's a lot of creepos out there. And it's sick. Because my thing is, what does a person, an adult, how can you look at a child in a sick way? How could you think of it's so evil, so wicked? Lord, please protect our kids. Keep our children protected from these creepos. Because it's just going too far. It's getting out of hand. And we as parents have to do what we can to make sure that we keep an eye on our kids at all time, protect our kids at all time, even when you taking your children to the park. If your children telling you they need to go to the bathroom or need to go to the restroom, we as parents need to be right there walking with our children, standing out by the bathroom and going in and checking the bathrooms. And I'm just being honest because it's just getting too far. It's going, just getting out of hand, man. It's really getting out of hand. And it's making me angry because it don't make no sense how they are out here preying on these children like this. Children, innocent children. And it's sad to look on the news, and it's sad to either see something on the TT or you seeing stuff on the app where every day that you, and then we getting these Amber Alerts. It fears me to even see an Amber Alert popping up on the phones about somebody's coming up missing. Child coming up missing, being abducted. It's so sad. So we definitely have to make sure that we on our stay prayed up first thing first, and make sure we stay on our P's and Q's at all times, parents. Make sure we stay on our P's and Q's at all times. That's how the Bible said, watch as well as pray. Because I'm going to tell you something. I pray all the time. But I pray so much, baby. I'm just so alert now that I pray with my eyes open. Especially like when I'm out in public. We just have to be on our P's and Q's at all times, especially when it come down to our loved ones, especially our children, because it's just so sad how these sickos are out here preying on our children like this. And then now you got a copycat over there in Orlando, Florida, starting up trying to do the same thing. I just pray to God that hopefully by Virginia, since the Virginia police are not stepping in doing anything about it and taking it serious, I pray to God that Orlando, Orange County police step in and they do something about it and take it seriously. But I tell you what, I guarantee you, and I'm gonna tell you something. I watched Judge Grady, and Judge Grady don't play. That's one officer, law enforcement officer I know for a fact don't play. Yeah, I tell you what, let them come over in Polk County, or let them come over there in Polk County like that and be riding around in those trucks. I guarantee you they'll be locked up somewhere. I tell you that much. Because that man don't play. Judge Grady don't play. He don't play the radio now. That's one thing I can say about Judge Grady. He got one time to get one call, two calls, too many calls. Judge Grady already on it. Judge Grady have a feast where they be checking inside of the trucks, on the outside of the trucks, find out where these people live at and everything. Oh, when he digs deep. And I feel as if a lot of more Virginia police officers need to step in and do the same. They need to get to the bottom of it, find out why it's okay for these ice cream trucks to be out here riding around in the neighborhoods like this. Why they out here riding around in the neighborhoods, traveling like this, riding through the neighborhoods like this at 8:30 at night, 10 o'clock at night. And this PM now, 8:30, 9, and 10. And then now you out here, ain't no way, ain't no way that somebody's out here riding around in no ice cream trucks at no 2 a.m. in the morning selling no ice cream, and no 2:30 a.m. in the morning selling ice cream. That's clearly a red flag. That's definitely a no-no. And parents that are very overprotective of their kids, I salute you highly. Because my mother and my father was very overprotective over us. Very overprotective over my sisters and my brothers. And they didn't play the radio. And my father, he retired now, but my father was a police officer, a lieutenant on top of that. And boy, he did not play the radio. My parents was very, very overprotected. And I thank God for my overprotected parents. I really do to this day. Because I wouldn't be the woman that I am to this day if it wasn't for my parents. For protecting me. Because you know, when you young, you're not understanding why your parents are so overprotected. You're not understanding. You just thinking, oh, your parents don't want you to do nothing. Oh, and you sit back and you watch other kids are free to do whatever they want to do. But I thank God for my parents being overprotective and looking over us, and they prayed over us, and they didn't go for no anything. We weren't even allowed to even go to our own uncles and aunties' house and stay the night. Could never understand it, but I understand it now. Too much going on. Too many things going on. It's just getting out of control. It's getting out of hand. Some of the people in the world are starting to get more evil, even wicked and wicked by the day. But you know, they said the wicked will perish. So we just gotta make sure we just keep our eyes on our children at all times and make sure that they're protected at all times. Because it's getting wild, it's getting out of hand, it's getting out of control, man. And it just it really upset me because it's just to think of these creepos riding around in Virginia like this, in the neighborhoods, feeling like it's okay to be around here traveling in these neighborhoods like here. It's not okay. It's not cool. It's not a good thing at all. So I'm really just praying to God that the Lord, fix it and touch these police officers' heart, soul, and mind, and they start getting out there and finding out what's going on. They really need to get out here and see what's going on with these Virginia ice cream trucks. Now they, like I said, now the creepos got a densely now and copycat, a monkey see, monkey do. Now here they are starting to do the same thing or trying to do the same thing. But I haven't heard anything else no more about it. I just seen that one thing where they was saying that one of the trucks was riding around at that time of the night in Orange County, Orlando. But this Virginia is just getting out of hand, and I'm just not understanding why they have not went out there and took control of it yet. Why they haven't got a hand on it, why they have not went out there to see what was going on. Why are these ice cream trucks out here? Why do they feel like it's okay? Because it's not okay. It's not okay at all. Something need to be done about it. They need to step in and do some investigation, finding out where these trucks live at. Where do these trucks live at? Where these ice cream trucks people live at? Because I guarantee you that if they was to follow these ice cream trucks and find out where they going, where they live at, oh man, I guarantee you, if they go dig in their rabbit hole long enough, they'll find out. They'll find some things. They'll find out some devastation things. They will find out. They'll find out some things because I'm telling you, it's just so sad that they riding around the neighborhood preying on children like that. That I had to come back and give another update on because I said I was gonna get another update on it. It just took me so long to come back and say to speak on it because I wanted to dig more into it and do more investigation on it and do a lot of reading and researching and finding out. So yo, it is just creepy. It's very creepy. It ain't good. Not good at all. Mm-mm. Not at all. And they out here riding around slow, which is ice cream trucks always drove around slow. That was their way of how they wanted to, the way of selling ice cream, but it's just creepy to me. Now it's getting to the point you just sitting out outside and the ice cream truck music just going, lights all lit up, and you just out there riding around in the neighborhood, or you just sitting there for hours and hours at a time. No, you think you sleep, they think you sleep. It's a trap. It's very definitely a red flag that these creeps are out here in these ice cream trucks or in these vans looking to prey on somebody's child or prey on somebody's kids. And I'm really praying to God that they look at it. They need to do some investigation. They just look into it. And I mean, I keep talking about it because it really does bother me. It really upsets me that they getting that bold now to feel as if it's okay. you know, I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but I'm out sitting outside in my car, and I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but you can hear that. I don't know if y'all can hear the lawnmower or not, but somebody out on the lawnmower. I don't know if you can hear, but I can hear it. But yeah, these ice cream trucks are out here. It's getting out of hand. So yeah, so they trying to one of them trying to work their way to Orlando to start there. But hopefully, I'm praying to God that the police officers have stepped in and said something about them. Most like I'm quite sure somebody in Orlando had already been called and reported it that they already got this going on in Virginia. So by it being going on in Virginia, I'm praying to God that hopefully that the police officers in Orlando and Orange County have stepped in and put a stop to it and told them, look, you can't be out here riding around at this time of the night. And this is what Virginia need to do. They need to do that. They need to get a hand on it to put the stop to this and find out why these ice cream trucks are around here riding around in the neighborhoods like this. And I definitely do agree. They do need to do some investigation. They need to go and find out where they live, where they stay, what they name, get the names also. Go in the ice cream truck, check these ice cream trucks, make sure no children are hidden back there in the trucks or in these ice cream vans. And then they even got it so bad that they got one of them that didn't even have any lights on. So what? So you ride through the neighborhood, no lights on, but on the inside, but on the outside, the lights are bright. That's creepy. Very creepy. So yeah, it's a lot. A lot of them been. It's pretty much been several of them riding around in the neighborhood, and I'm quite sure that some of these ice cream trucks own their own self ice cream truck business. I'm quite sure they do, because it's barely rare that you would find an ice cream truck company. It's barely rare. Most of the time, they be self-employed. They be working for themselves. So, like I said, if they dig further and further in the rabbit hole, you'll be surprised what they'll stumble upon, what they'll find out. Because it could be an operation going on that a hidden operation is going on that nobody don't know nothing about. You never know. But I do feel as if, to me, that they need to get out there and they need to go out there and find out and see what's going on and see why these ice cream trucks out here riding around in Virginia in the neighborhood with these big old bright lights. And then one of the ice cream trucks got a face on it. Bright, colorful lights and with a face on it, with faces. Not a face, but faces on it. Riding around in the neighborhood. And I'm telling you, I feel as if they're hoping that praying to God, they're hoping. I believe that they're hoping that they can lure somebody's children in because they know if kids look out the window and they see ice cream truck, they know kids gonna want ice cream. So like I said, I just pray to God that parents get up and they go and check in these rooms and checking these children's rooms, making sure the doors and everything are locked, making sure the kids are not getting up and going and approaching these ice cream trucks. Please, parents, make sure your kids are not going approaching these ice cream trucks. Kids have to be to school in the morning. School has started back for a lot of kids. So I'm really praying to God and hoping that that's what takes place I'm hoping that they really are looking into this in Virginia. The police officer, I'm praying to God they start taking it more seriously because it's more to it than acting like they're selling ice cream. It's more to this. It's more to it. I guarantee it's more to it. But yeah, that's what they're saying allegedly that these children are coming up missing. So it makes me mad. It makes me angry because they're finding out a way to try to lure people's children and the parents. And if you do allow your children to go to these ice cream trucks, make sure you're going with your children. But honestly, as for me, and if I was living in Virginia, I wouldn't even approach now one of them ice cream trucks. I wouldn't. I wouldn't at all. Unless I got a whole bunch of people with me or pew pew on me. But even with a pew pew, I still wouldn't even go up and approach these ice cream trucks because you just never know. You just never know. Who's to know? Who's to say? Somebody child could be in those trucks already, and they got the music playing to mute out the sound. You just never know. I even seen where they had it where the guys, well, one of the guys had they showed where allegedly a child got into an ice cream truck. Like the guy snatched the girl in there, a young girl in there. So I'm just praying to God that they get a hands, that these officers take this seriously because it's not funny. It's not cute. It's getting weird. It's getting creepy. It's getting scary. They need to go out there and investigate. They need to look into it and find out what's going on because some ain't right about it. Telling you something really is not right. It's getting wild and out of control. It's getting out of hand. It's definitely getting out of hand. Lord, I just ask you, Jesus, to please protect these children, protect these babies at all times. Keep your hands over them, plead the blood of Jesus over them, Lord. Amen. Just ask for protection. And I declare protection. I declare protection, Lord. Amen. It just don't make no sense. It really don't make no sense. But I definitely had to get on here and give another update. And I'm gonna do some more extra investigation. I'm gonna dig deep and see what else I can find out. Cause anything that I can find out, I would definitely will make sure that I come back on my live and share it with you guys. But I just wanted to, bring awareness, which is I'm quite sure it's a lot of people are already aware of this going on in Virginia. But for the ones that are not aware of this going on, the ones that are living in Virginia, please be careful. Please be safe. Please make sure that you protect and look over your children. It is just like I say, it's just not even just Virginia. It's just all over the world and the globe to just make sure that we keep an eye on our children at all times. Keep an eye on your children at all times. Make sure you be with your kids at all times. Every step you take, every step your child make, every step they take. And another thing that bothers me also so too, and I know some parents can't help because I know some parents have to work, especially when you have like single parents. Please make sure that these kids are not walking along also too from school to school because it's just you just never know what creep could be somewhere watching trying to see or looking to see if it's a pattern to your child walking back and forth to school. And honestly, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. And I'm not even throwing no shade in no kind of way. And I'm not even trying to even bring nobody up in no kind of way. But um, there is a content creator that went and got book bags, and I know a lot of people watch her. Went and got book bags to with their children's name, child name on it. Honestly, if you ask me, I wouldn't dare go get anything with my kid's name on it. No, 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 not the world that we living in now these days. I would dare not want to put nothing with my children's name on it. It's getting out of hand. It's going too far, and it's getting dangerous. No, not at all. I feel as if to me that was not a good choice. It's not a good decision. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't knock for nobody from doing what they want to do because people work hard to get what they get and they making their money. And we talking about Peach McIntyre. That's what I'm talking about. But I just prefer that. I just think to me that was not a good idea. Just only to have that to say that I just feel like it was not a good idea to put your child's name on their book bags because you got creeps out there. And I'm only saying it because it's the creeps out there. You got the wrong type of people. Know your child's name. And I'm not saying that nobody has not talked to their children about stranger danger because I'm quite sure a lot of parents have. But a lot of times, certain children have to be reminded to not walk up to strangers. Certain, I wanted to share something. I remember one time, a long time ago, about my father being a police officer. My mother used to be a bus driver. She used to drive the bus, and a lot of kids was crazy about my mama. I remember years ago, and this was parent. I mean, it was in elementary school, and I'm in the classroom, and I get a call saying that, hey, this is such and such. I'm calling for Von Trees to go home. To go home. The parent here to come pick her up to take her home. So once I get up to the office, I'm looking around because my mom and my daddy already talked to all of us about the stranger danger. My parents just got straight to the point. It wasn't no birds and no bees. My parents was just straightforward with everything. So I gets the to the office. I get up there, look around. I notice I don't see my mama. I don't see my daddy. So apparently I wasn't gonna go anyway. So I made sure immediately that I had them to contact my dad, my father, and contact my mother, and I spoke with them, and my dad said no, princess is what he called me, no princess. I hadn't come up to the school to come get you or to pick you up, and then I called my mom. My mama said hell no, I didn't come up there to the school or pray to people. So they don't know who it was to this day, but whoever it was, they must have changed their mind about it because um whoever it was that came up there acting this like they was my parents. And then not only that, my parents had a code. So if you didn't know that code, we know they was lying. And even the school knew about the code. So apparently whoever it was, they must have changed their mind about it. But I wasn't gonna go with them no how, whoever it could have been. But you just like I say, you just got creeps out there. But I just don't feel as if that's safe for anybody to put their child's name on the outside of a book bag because you got creeps out there that don't even know your child, know nothing about your child, and call your child name and can easily tell a lie, which is we know that's the easiest, oldest trick in the book to try to see if they can abduct or take your child. So you just have to really be just very, very careful and very, very cautious, you know, about things. And thank God the way I had it set up with my children that if anybody came up to the school looking for my children, asking about my children, anything, to contact me. And they did not hesitate at all to contact me to let me know, or they asked me, hey, we got such and such up here. We need to know if it's okay with you, blah, 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 blah. Thank God I never had to face that or deal with nobody coming up to the school trying to impersonate that they're me. And my kids weren't going to go with them no how anyway. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love God, but I ain't right in the head when it come to my children. I'm gonna tell you that right now. All screws and boats come loose when it come to my babies. when it comes to my children. And I'm quite sure that's with any parent, especially fathers. We children, we parents that love our kids, we don't be right in the head. We be loose with the goose. Hmm. Mm-mm. But yeah, it's just getting out of control. It's getting out of hand. And I just pray to God that they look into it and find out why the world is these ice cream trucks and up here traveling around like this in Virginia. Don't make no sense. But yeah, I just want to share that with anybody or with y'all about that incident that happened to me one time when I was in school. But yeah, somebody was bold enough to pull that stunt. I couldn't believe they was bold to put something knowing crazy, knowing that my parents was. My parents didn't play the radio. But whoever it was, they must have changed their mind about it. And like I said, I wasn't gonna go with them nothing anyway. And then when I got home, my parents asked me some more about it, and I told them. And they was like, "No, we didn't come up there. We didn't ever." They say, we would have came up there or anything." They said, "Well, did they know the code?" I said, "Apparently they didn't. Cause when I got up there, they was gone. Whoever it was, they was gone." But my dad said, and my mom said, if they could have ever find out who it was, that would have been their last. So we have to be furious, baby. But when it come to our children, we have to be furious, baby. Play the radio with them, and I don't play radio. We can't not these days. Even when it come down to somebody else's child, I don't like to see nobody getting hurt. I wouldn't even want to see nobody children getting hurt. Nobody children coming up missing. And I pray and ask the Lord to keep His hands on each and every one of us, including us adults, on down to the children. It's sad because they even taking people babies now. And I'm praying to God you keep them protected also too. But it's just getting too far. It's going too far. It's getting out of hand. It's just wild and out of control. So, like I said, I haven't heard anything else about the incident anymore about the Orlando creeper truck in Orlando. I'm praying to God that hopefully that maybe law enforcement stepped in and said something or done something about it. And maybe that's the reason why I haven't heard anything else. But as for Virginia, it's still an ongoing thing there in Virginia about these trucks riding around and traveling around in the neighborhood with these bright lights on, mute ice cream trucks playing, and they driving through the neighborhoods nice and all nice and slow, hoping and praying to God. And I know they hoping that they can get somebody, children, or to conduct somebody children, come up missing children. Like I said, allegedly they're saying that kids have been coming up missing since these trucks been around in the neighborhood. And we have to say allegedly because a lot of time there be theories of different things of people saying this and saying that, and a lot of time things don't be true. So we have to say allegedly. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe it's saying allegedly, but I believe in my heart that it's true. But I have to say allegedly because I don't live in Virginia. I'm not there to say what's what, but I can go by, inform my opinion, go by what I see, what my researchers are, what I have read up on. You know, so I'm really just hoping and praying to God that something be done about it. I'm praying to God that the law enforcement in Virginia start and they're doing some investigation. Just like they sending ISIS to do what they doing to these immigrants, they need to say that same energy for these creepy ice cream trucks that's riding around in Virginia. And I said it. I said what I said. The same energy that they got, that they going to, that they picking up these people with ISIS with these immigrants, that's the same energy they need to have when it comes to these ice cream trucks that's riding around in Virginia. They need to do some investigation. Go kick down some doors. Go in there, bum rush, and find out why these ice cream trucks traveling around. Matter of fact, follow them. Go undercover, follow them. Go find out where these people live at. What's going on? Because it's probably a weird operation or something going on that nobody don't know nothing about. So they done came up with an idea of, okay, let's use these ice cream trucks to go abduct these children. But honestly, if my opinion, they saying allegedly that these kids coming up missing, I believe in my heart that it really is true. I really do. I don't put nothing past it. Because it's sad. It don't make no sense that these children are getting around here, coming up missing, being abducted. It's a shame. Children can't even go to the ice cream trucks no more. It's just getting out of hand. Really, really getting out of hand. And then the minute somebody then pew pew somebody, or pew pew one of them at the ice cream, pew pew one of them at the ice cream truck, then now you want to take, now here it is, the investigation. Now you want to take more things more seriously. They need to get a grip on it now. Find out what's going on now. From the moment they start, they should have already been on it. Because something about it ain't right. It's creepy. It's real, real creepy for these ice cream trucks to be riding around like this here in Virginia at 8:30. Wrap your head around it. 8:30 at night. 9, 10 o'clock a.m. at night. p.m. at night. And then now at 2 a.m. and 2:30 a.m. Come on now. Come on now. That's a red flag all around the board. This is sad. This is really, really sad. You mean to tell me all this poom poom out here? Some of them out here is giving poom poom free. You mean to tell me you're gonna turn it towards a child for that? That's sick. That's pure due sickness, evilness, and it's nasty. And it makes me angry and it pisses me off to even think about it. All this free poom poom out here. You got poom poom out there being sold out of the street. You mean to tell me you can't go buy some poom poom? Or go get you some free poom poom? Come on now. These babies innocent. They got a whole life ahead of them. These babies should be protected at all times. And it ain't just about the poom poom they even doing with the wacky wacky too. Sad. Sick and it's twisted. But yes, I am very, very mad about it. I'm very, very upset about it. I'm really praying to God that they are out there and doing some wild investigation. They need to dig further and deep into this and find out and get a hand on and find out why are these ice cream trucks around here riding around in the neighborhood at night. Now we done stretched it out from 10 a.m. to 2:30. Now they doing that. What kind of mess is that? Where do they do that at? Times are very different. Very, very different. Shoot, like I said, the whole neighborhood should get together. Goes to these ice cream trucks and find out what's going on. Why y'all riding around these neighborhoods like this? Making sure ain't nobody child or nobody children sitting in the back of these ice cream trucks or sitting in no freezer somewhere. Or picking them up or taking and dropping them off somewhere. Because I guarantee you, if they was to start digging deeper and doing some investigation and start following these ice cream trucks, I guarantee you that they will be able to find and go down the rabbit hole they go. The deeper the rabbit hole they go, they'll find something. There's something going on. And then it always got to take something to happen worldwide. Oh, this happened, that happened in Virginia. They really need to dig in deep and find out what's going on. Well, I'm not going to stay on this live long. I'm going to get on off this live. I'm praying to God that everybody have enjoyed the live, the ones that have watched my live. Thank you for those ones that had came in that subscribed to my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to your Girl Vontress Get Lit channel. Share out the live. You know, it's free. It don't cost a thing to share your girl channel out. And I will be giving more and more of an update on some more about the Virginia ice cream trucks. Because I guarantee you, like I said before, if they dig deeper into it, they're going to stumble up and they're going to find something. They saying allegedly that these children been coming up missing since these ice cream trucks been going on. They saying allegedly, but me, because this is my opinion on it. I believe it's true. I really do. But like I said, they have to say allegedly because, you can't say if it's true or not. But I have a right to form my opinion, what I think and how I feel about it. I feel like it's true. I feel as if these children are being abducted. It's too many. And it's probably a operation or something going on about these kids coming up missing. These kids being abducted in Virginia. These creepos riding around in these ice cream trucks in Virginia. Something ain't right. Something definitely is not right. But it's the old saying, what's done in the dark, surely will come to the light. So whatever that's in the dark always comes to the light. Whatever's in the wrench in the washer, come out in the dryer. So it's going to come out. Because in my heart, I believe there's something to this. It is something to it. There's something behind it. And every time I say something, I have a deep feeling about something, I always be right about it. And I'm not going to be shocked and surprised when it come out in Virginia that they found out a whole big operation of something that was going on. Because it's a big trafficking ring. It's something going on. That these ice cream trucks are out here riding around like this in the neighborhood at night. And at 8 a.m. in the morning, something ain't right about it. And before it's over with, it's going to come out. And it's going to be a big thing, and it's going to be a big news. But I'm not going to be shocked and surprised when the truth come out what's really going on. I'm not going to be shocked and surprised. Only thing I'm just going to be saying is, why didn't they not do something about this before it got out of hand? Because there's something behind it. There's something behind it. Something ain't right. They ain't running around in these neighborhoods for no reason in Virginia. But then they got now they got a creepo over there in Orlando trying to pull the same stunt. But like I said, so far so good. I have not heard anything else about it. So hopefully I'm praying to God maybe somebody already called and reported it. And maybe the police officers in Orange County, hopefully I'm praying to God maybe they done something about it. Maybe they called them and told them that, hey, they can't be out there. Or they came out to check it out. Or maybe they told them that you can't be out in the neighborhood that time of night. You have to be out there at a decent time to be selling ice cream. But I don't care what nobody say. There is no way in the world that these people are around these ice cream trucks in Virginia. There is no way that they're out here selling no ice cream. I beg to differ. 9, 8:30, 9 o'clock and 10 p.m. at night. Now you at 2 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. Heck no. Not at all. Not at all. Something right there don't sound right. We don't sit with me at all. So I feel like if they really need to dig into it, they need to find out what's going on. So far I've been on here for an hour and 4 minutes. An hour and 4 minutes. I give myself a pat on the back for that one. But yeah, I really am just praying to God that they do something about it. Praying to God they look into it and find out and see what's going on and see why that these people around and around, why these ice cream trucks around and around in Virginia. You know, and I know there's like, oh, she keep going on and on about it. Yes, I am. I'm going on and on about it because something ain't right. Something ain't right, and it's gonna come out sooner or later about these ice cream trucks traveling around like this in Virginia with these bright lights on, music loud, knowing people, children have to get up and go to school in the morning. And I said it once and I said it twice. Please, parents, make sure you get up and go check your children's rooms. Make sure your kids are in their rooms. Make sure these kids have not gotten out, snuck out the window. Make sure they have not snuck out the house and have ran or walked towards these trucks. Because I was even seeing one where they were saying that it was a child walked up to a um a truck, ice cream truck. 1 minute the truck was there and the girl was there. Next thing you know, you didn't see the truck no more or the girl. So I'm really praying to God and hoping that they dive in it and dig deep to find out what's going on, to see what's going on, to see why are these trucks riding around in the neighborhood, these ice cream truck and these ice cream vans, and see what's going on and see why they riding around in the neighborhoods. Find out why they think it's okay because it's not okay. It's not cool. It's for me. If I was staying in Virginia, I'd be calling the police every day until they get sick. They'd be sick of me. I'd be calling them every day, complaining about these ice cream trucks. Well, this your girl Von Trees Get Lit. I hope you enjoyed my live. I'm gonna start going back on the live and start doing 2 hours because I know I could do 2 hours, or you could split your live up because you could do one live and then I could turn around later on and do another live, and then it would be considered as my 2 hours for the day. So I definitely want to make sure I start getting back into that. I'm also excited once again, and I'm that I reached 500 subscribers and counting. Thanking God for that. And the thing was about it was so excited to me, and I was so happy about it because it happened that I reached my 500 subscribers on the same exact day my daughter's birthday was, August the 22nd, on a Friday. I will never forget this as long as I live. I was so happy. So my goal is now to reach um my goal is I know I said my next goal was 1,000, but I want to reach more than 1,000 subscribers. So I've been praying on my social media platform. So those that out there that have a social media platform, please keep keep going, keep pushing, keep moving, keep pushing forward. I done came too far to turn around now, so I'm just gonna continue to stay motivated, keep continue to stay positive. I also just started putting me some, you know what I'm saying, me some content out there, me with me serving and praising the Lord, because we gotta give him the glory and give him the praise. And it looked like it's been doing pretty well for me since I've been putting those videos out there also, to put that content out there also. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. I give myself a pat on the back. I believe I could, like the saying say, she believed she could, so she did. So I believe I could, so I did. So I know if I reach 500 subscribers. I want to thank my subscribers. Thank you, subscribers. I appreciate my 500 subscribers. I'm gonna start putting long form content out there, so please start watching my long form content. Help your girl get pushed out in the algorithm. Watch it all the way through. Make sure you watching my Make sure you watching my long content all the way through. Make sure you watching my shorts all the way through. Help your girl get pushed out in the algorithm. Help your girl reach her goal, to be monetized. Because like I say, the 500 subscribers is partial monetized. but I want to be fully monetized. So my goal is really to reach 1 million followers, a millions click the race. I just been praying about it. I'm not gonna go all in full in details about what I've been praying to God about, because a lot of times it's best not to um share with everybody and tell everybody everything that you prayed to God about. But I just want to share a little of that I've been doing a lot of praying on my social media platforms. And not only I'm a social media platform. I have social media with. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TT. I'm on the face. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, and I'm on Instagram. Now on my Instagram, I don't have this many on my Instagram, but I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep pushing. So support your girl. You support me, I support you, because that's what it's all about. So believe in yourself when nobody else don't believe in you, because I believe in myself. You know. So I'm praying to God that everybody has enjoyed my live. Like I said once again, push that like button. Subscribe to your girl channel because it is free. It don't cost a thing to subscribe. Comment. Watch my long form content all the way through. Because I'll be able to go and see if you watched it all the way through. So please, support your girl. And everybody have a blessed day now. Your girl is gone for now. I'm not gonna say for the day. Your girl is gone for now. Most likely get back on here later on sometime this afternoon. Maybe later on tonight. I don't know. I pray about on what specific time that I will be going out here, because I do need to start making sure that I'm starting to let people know when I be going live, because I be receiving more traffic that way. I do know, make sure when you doing your live, make sure you doing your thumbnails, make sure you doing that when you doing live, and make sure you putting what your live is about. That's another thing I need to start. I'm gonna start doing more thumbnails also too when it comes to my videos. So I got some things in store. I got some things that I want to do. As the more and more that I aggress, and the more I progress, the more I can progress, the more I continue to keep growing. But I just want to wait until I done got a little bigger, a lot bigger, to gain a lot more subscribers than what I have now before I start doing what I really want to do. So thank you for enjoying my live, and everybody have a blessed day now. Bye bye. Have a blessed day. See you later.